G'day everybody, real quick video today hopefully. If you've got a Toyota Hilux, we're talking an N70. This is a KUN 26R 4x4 Toyota Hilux dual cab. And if you want a little bit more light in your cabin at night from your interior lights, this is a pretty quick and cheap upgrade. It's just LED lights. So to change out your LED lights, there's two. If you've got a partial roof console with your lights here and a sunglass holder here, and then you've got an interior light here, this is how you'll have to change them over. There's two separate lights. If I can open this up to show you, there's two separate types of bulbs. There's two that are required for the front, and there's two required from the back. So that's the bulb that you'll have to change over in here. Just a bulb like that, and you'll want an LED bulb, something like that. Now when you're putting your LED bulbs in there, these filament bulbs are not directional. So if you've got a bulb like that, you pull it out, they're not directional. You can put it in this way, you can put it in that way, so you can turn it around, it will work, no problem. LEDs will be almost certainly directional. So if you put your LED bulb in and then turn it on, it doesn't turn on, pull it out, turn it around the other way, put it in, it should work, unless you've got a faulty bulb. But that's a common thing. You can fit it in there, go, oh, it must have a faulty bulb, or I've blown the fuse. No, you probably just got it in the wrong way. So that's the bulb you'll need for the front of the car. You could also use something like that. It's still got the same connection on it. So that's pretty simple. You could use a bulb like that. That will fit in there. Either of those bulbs there's enough room for, so that's not a problem. The other bulb that you'll need for the center, you'll need something like that. That's what's that, got 12 LEDs in it, so that you don't have to get one that wide. Some come with 4, you can get them with 3, you can get them with 6, you can get them with 8. That just depends on how much light, how many LEDs, how much light you want it to throw out. In this case, there's enough room to run one of these, even with the extra width over the standard bulb. So that's not a problem. You'll be able to fit that in there. To get it out, you want to be careful because you can crack lugs off your interior light. So you do want to be careful. You need something thin to get in there. You can just see the tugs on the side, and you just push them in and lever it out. So you could use a really fine jeweler's screwdriver. I actually just used my trusty pocket knife in the side, up the side there, and then just pop it out. That's pretty simple. Pop out it comes. For the front ones, on the outer sides, there's quite a pronounced lug, so I levered from the inside out, and look at that, she's just popped straight out like that already. So it's got those two clips there, and I just put on the inside and lever. That's your big lug there that holds it in. Now when you pull them out, if you take them both out to change it over, then what you'll find is that you can't get these around the wrong way because the lug won't match up. So there is a left-hand side one, there is a right-hand side one. That's important because if you break one, and hopefully you don't, just be careful because they are easy to break. If you did break one, then you'll have to order the correct part. So, but the good news is with this one, once you've got that out, put the LED in, and you can test it just by going, the door or on. At this moment, I've got the door open, so that's why the door's on. So you can test that. On the front ones, there's a switch, so you can put your LED bulb in, turn it on, turn it off, and as I said before, if I turn that around like that, doesn't work. See, doesn't work. So, but turn it around, and there we go. Better turn that off. Pushed it one too many. There we go. There we go. So it is directional, so you do need to be aware of that. But that's a simple upgrade. I've done LED interior lights on pretty much all my vehicles. On the old Ram, the Land Cruiser, my previous Hilux, changed them over to LED bulbs, and I find it does make, like the old filament bulbs just don't throw as much light. There is a problem, I suppose, in that if you ever have children in the car and they need the light on for a minute, they're bloody bright. So that is worth considering. If you're ever driving at night and you just want to flick the interior light on, it can give you a bit of dazzle. So you want to be careful that, you know, it doesn't prevent you from looking out the windscreen. You end up having a crash. So that's something to keep in mind if you're, you know, turning your lights on at night while you're driving, which there's no particular law against. I don't believe. There was a myth-busting thing by one of the road traffic authorities years ago who busted that one. Yeah, just they are very, very bright. If you're interested in LED light upgrades, watch for our later videos, because we are going to tackle the topic of LED lights in vehicles, because on the inside, it's not a problem, but when you get to headlights, that can present some challenges for the person who wants to upgrade their headlights. So watch for that one. But as for interior, those are the 3 bulbs you need. Not really a big deal. Nice and easy to change it over, and it does give you a bit of extra light. So that's one of the simple upgrades you can do on your interior. They're not expensive. They're very cheap. I've found even these cheap LED bulbs for interior use last a very good length of time. I've never blown any of these. You know, I've changed them over for a number of years now. We'd be talking, you know, probably 5, 6, 7 years I've been upgrading interior lights with LEDs, and I've never had one blown. I've had them blow in an exterior use, so for indicators, headlights, stuff like that. I have had them blow, but I've never had them blow on an interior sense. So I just buy, you know, cheapies, and it's all worked out okay. So I hope that video was useful for you. See you next time. Thanks for watching.